Hi folks, my name is Billy Bean Sanders, and today we're going to give a brief history lesson on the Cold War. Brr, it's really cold. Once upon a time, the Americans and the Russians were friends. Well, kind of. That's because there were Nazis, and these Nazis wanted to take over the world. So the Americans and Russians, well, they beat the crap out of them. But then they realized they had completely different ideologies, so they decided to start a war. Not a real war, a Cold War. Not that type of cold, it was cold because neither country officially declared war on each other. Officially. Their goals were to spread influence and crush the opposition.
Damn, commies.
Now the Americans declared the Truman Doctrine, which means they'll beat up commies for you.
Whammy!
Now, the USA also helped some poor capitalist European countries to get that bread, and by that I mean food, because they were starving. Now, the USSR did the same, but you know, with communism. They just took the rich people's stuff and gave it to the poor, as they say. Now, my twin sister, Billet Bean Sanders, is going to tell you what happened in Europe.
The year was 1946. Two lovers, Bromhilde and Rolf Hasberg, were happily living together after the war in Berlin, Germany.
So they thought, and then the Soviets took East Berlin and the Allies took West Berlin, and they were separated, just like hundreds of thousands of Germans.
Rolf!
Bromhilde couldn't take the Soviets, so she tried to climb the wall. Oh no! The Soviet soldiers are shooting! Dear God, she's been shot! Many times, over and over again.
Damn, commies.
Damn commies was right, because poor old Ralph was so sad he hung himself later that night. 80 people died trying to cross that stupid wall. Winston Churchill described the divide in Europe as an iron curtain. East Europe was USSR commie BS, whereas Western Europe were good people. We are not biased. Shut up. Now this next part would be a little bit boring being explained, so now we're gonna show it to you via sitcom.
Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's DOA. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year.
Comrade Mao, привет! Hello! I heard about your communist takeover in China. I heard that it was, as you say in China, and how?
I very much appreciate your...
Спасибо. Now where on earth is Kim Il?
Oh, Kim Il-sung, what are you doing here?
I just started a war with the South Koreans. Now the Americans helping. You must help me.
I will provide you my military.
And I will provide you all of Russia's food.
Let's go.
I lied.
Now, similar to the Korean War that our buddy Kimmy was talking about, the Americans were now in Vietnam, trying to stop North Vietnam from turning Vietnam into a communist country and the rest of Southeast Asia. Let's go there. Cue the music.
Good day!
In case you didn't get that, the Vietnam War was a complete waste of time that just killed a bunch of kids. Anyways, Now Cuba, Fidel Castro. What's all that about? Once upon a time, the Americans and Russians discovered nuclear power. Of course, the Americans bombed 2 Japanese cities into oblivion with this power, but no, we needed to make more, so the Russians and Americans developed big bombs that could destroy each other. We called it Man-Made D, Mutual Assured Destruction, by the 1970s. Let's backpedal. In the 50s, a guy named Fidel Castro,
Damn, commie.
yes sir, he was a communist, he took over Cuba. Did I mention he had an irrational love for dairy? Did I forget to mention that Castro then executed a bunch of Americans? Following the Monroe Doctrine, the Americans tried to prevent these communists. On top of that, the Soviets were giving a bunch of military crap to Castro. So, the Americans tried to invade, and failed, really quite miserably. Castro survived hundreds of assassination attempts from the CIA. In the end, the Soviets and Americans agreed that the death of the world should probably be put on hold forever and stop this ongoing Cold War.
3, 2, 1, go.
Dude, we're